A thrilling couple of days of NFL playoff football, divisional round wrapping up. Want to talk about it? Feel free to hop in. Let's get out to Lap. Lap, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, bro? Good show as always.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, the playoffs has been really good, man. I felt for the Bills, man. I really wanted them because Bo Nix is hurt now, so you know, if the Patriots can find a way to get, then Drake May will be in the Super Bowl. So it's just unfortunate because I was pulling for Houston and the Bills, one of those teams to make it. And like you said with C.J. Stroud, man, he doesn't look the same like he did his rookie year, man. I don't know what's going on with him, but he don't look the same. It's just crazy. And I've been saying this, like, let Jayden Daniels get some of these premier defenses that these teams have where Jayden can play his game and be himself and make mistakes. Because he would torch a lot of teams, man. Like, a lot of these quarterbacks look vulnerable in some moments, but they have a good defense that they can lean on. So it just kind of sucks, man, with the playoffs. And then all of the top quarterbacks is out, so the Bills, you know, shit. And we might need to just fire Dan Quinn right now, man, and get the Bills coach, man, for real. 'Cause I mean, look at all these coaches getting fired, and they had good track records, man. But Dan Quinn don't get no pass, and this is my last year with Dan Quinn. I told you, everybody, I was suspect of him. You know, just what he did with the Falcons in Dallas, and to come in here with the foolishness and how we got torched last year. So he better get it together, man, and look like he got a freaking plan, because he scares me. Like, all these mistakes and things you just, you know, you changing defense at the last minute, like when the season is dang near over, like just stupid stuff, man. Like, coaches that have a plan don't make mistakes like that. We need to hit on these draft picks and everything, bro. So we'll see, but this is a wonky playoffs, man, and it's up for that. It's kind of like Commanders should have been in this postseason versus last year.
I know, man.
It's a wonky playoffs right now, bro, but it's been exciting, man. Yeah.
Appreciate it, Lap. Yeah, I think, honestly, with the way that the team was playing last year and with the level that Jayden was playing at, you'd feel pretty good that you have the best quarterback in the playoffs this year if you were still in this thing. The way that Jayden played in the playoffs last year, which is something I want to dive into at 11, some takeaways that we have from the divisional rounds. I mean, you've got to have a quarterback that doesn't shrink in big moments. Jayden didn't do that at all last year. You've seen some of these guys that even have won games. It's not like Stroud was good against Pittsburgh. They still found a way to win. It's not like Drake May's been spectacular in their couple of wins. It's not like, and even Caleb Williams, even though he's made some big plays, it's not like he's been spectacular all throughout the game. Stafford had some mistakes last night, wasn't great. Josh Allen, in a lot of ways, I wouldn't blame everything on him, but he's a big reason why they lost to Denver. Josh Allen, the MVP. So it's crazy to see how this playoffs has gone, but I think it's a little bit of a throwback that you need a good defense to go win. It's not just about the quarterback. Luke is in D.C. Luke, what's going on?
Yeah, Toby. To piggyback on what Lap says, man, Dan Quinn, I mean, he better count his blessings, man, because, I mean, oh, man, I mean, all these coaches are getting fired, and Dan Quinn is still here. I mean, he better, I have to say, Jayden Daniels is that type of quarterback, and you better win a Super Bowl or get to the Super Bowl if you're going to keep Dan Quinn on his staff. And then can we just take a moment, please? Can we take a moment to appreciate what Jayden Daniels did last year? Because, I mean, like, he was a rookie, and he had no one besides Zach Ertz and Terry McLaurin. And he beat the Buccaneers. They're no slouch of Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans, all of them. And they beat Jared Goff, albeit injured defense. But they still beat Jared Goff. And then, I mean, yeah, they got smoked by the Eagles. But, I mean, can we just look? I get fans like I get our fan base loves the comp, you know, Caleb Williams this year and Drake May this year, woo, woo, woo. But can we just please, I mean, can we just stop that and just, like, appreciate what Jayden Daniels did last year and stop comping other people?
Completely agree.
I mean, come on now. Am I asking too much, Toby?
No, I don't think so. Appreciate it, Luke. No, I don't think it is. I think we can appreciate what's going on with the other guys, and it doesn't have to always come back to, well, Jayden's better, or, well, they're better. I don't really care. We can appreciate that all the guys are good, and we get that we wouldn't trade our guy for their guy. Even if Drake May wins MVP this year, even if he goes to the Super Bowl, even if he wins the Super Bowl, I understand all those things because I've seen Jayden play at a level in the playoffs that of the guys so far from that class in the playoffs, I haven't seen them get to. Just for example, I'm not huge on some of these quarterback rating and some of those stats. I think a lot of it is eye test. But if you're just going off of QBR, which is ESPN's stat for kind of I think it takes a little more into it than just true passer rating. Jayden's QBR last year in the playoffs was an 84.2. If he were in this year's playoffs, that would be the highest in the league. The highest right now would be Jordan Love in one game, 80.7. Of guys in that draft class, Caleb Williams is a 54.5. Bo Nix is a 64.7. Drake May is a 45.7. And I get that some of this is year-over-year difference in caliber of defense and all those sorts of things. But I've seen Jayden play at an incredibly high level in the playoffs, and I just hope that if you're Dan Quinn and company, you've got to get him back there. And by the way, like Lap said, could you imagine watching Jayden Daniels in the CJ Stroud role where he's able to actually make things happen, but he's got a defense like that? That'd be incredible. So find a way to get a defense that doesn't make Jayden have to play Superman, and you feel good about your chances because he can make stuff happen out of nothing. You look at the receiving core that he had last year, the weapons that he had last year. Ertz stepped up and was big and a great security blanket, but it's not like he was a premier tight end still. Terry McLaurin was a top 10 receiver, but outside of Terry, you're making De'Ami Brown into something in the playoffs. You're making Olamide Zaccheaus make plays, right? So I've seen Jayden be able to get it done at a high level. That is one thing that stood out to me watching this playoffs. I'd feel the most confident watching Jayden if he were in this playoffs, maybe out of anybody that's been left or has been in these playoffs, period. 800-636-1067 if you'd like to hop in. I want to continue talking about the divisional round, but tie it to Washington. What are some things that, as you've watched these games, what are some of the things that have stood out that make you want to have for Washington? What are some observations you've had in terms of applying it to the Commanders? 800-636-1067. Tobi Altizer sitting in for BMitch and Finlay.